The one thing that pops out at me is the comparison of Sonny and Lefty. I mean, Sonny has a way about him that you can hear in his voice. You said you called it calm, and he's got the street creds to back it up. And Lefty, same thing. He's known as a real tough guy. And his demeanor, I can see as a civilian or a citizen. That's what you call us, right? A citizen. I could see why Lefty could never be a capo. You wouldn't want to be under him. He'd be too volatile, too, and even he says, Sonny don't like me to be with the heavyweights. Doesn't he use that term, right? Yeah. So it's really interesting to see that Sonny, the way he comports himself. Now, let me ask you a question. If it wasn't in the life, you weren't in the life, Sonny wasn't in the life, could he have been your friend?
Yeah, I could have befriended Sonny. I mean, I did befriend him, and he friended me. But in the life, yeah. I mean, outside of life, yeah. And even if I knew he was in the life, you know what I mean? And I wasn't an FBI agent. If I were just a citizen, I could befriend Sonny because hey, my whole thing was hey, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not going to get into the life.
Yeah. Well, his cousin went down there with him, Carmine. He wasn't in the life.
Carmine wasn't in a life. I'm not saying Carmine was 1,000% straight, but he wasn't in the life,
Well, did you, as a counterpoint, did you ever have fun with Lefty? I mean, were there times?
Only when I initiated the fun.
He is I think if you use the term grinder and you look at the dictionary, it is his face.
Like the time I told you in Miami with the air conditioning.
Oh, tell that story again.
You say, but, did I ever have fun with him? Like I said, when I initiate him, I mean, we're in Miami one day, one weekend, laying around a pool, and we had a big suite, and he had the upstairs, or I had the upstairs, and he had the down. I don't remember, but at any rate, he was grating. I mean, he was getting on me. So I said, "Hey, Left, I gotta go to the head. I'm gonna go up to the room." So I go up, and I turned the air conditioning down to where it got so cold you could hang meat in the room, and he couldn't stand air conditioning. We'd be in Miami in a hotel room, and he'd have the heat on. And I disconnected the thermostat where you adjust it, so it just blew cold air. Now I go back downstairs, and after about an hour and a half, we decided to go up to get ready to go out to eat, And we walked in that room, and it was like going in a locker, a freezer. He says, "Donnie, turn the air conditioner off." So I go over there, and I said, "Hey, Left, I don't know what the hell's the matter with this thing. It's not, So he says, "Well, call the desk. Tell them this air conditioner needs to be fixed." I said, "Okay." So I pick up the phone, but I don't dial the front desk, but I make out like I'm talking. I say, "Hey, this is room so and so. The air conditioning's broke. It's freezing up here. Can you send somebody up?" "Oh, okay. 5 minutes." And I just hang up. Well, I never talked to anybody. So that, after about 5-10, "Donnie, where the F are they?" I said, "Left, what do I know? I'm not that maintenance guy." "Well, try to fix it." "What do I know? I don't know nothing about effing air conditionings."
And you're loving this. You are loving this.
And then a typical Lefty, "Well, it's your effing fault. You yeah, and he called me some some terms I don't want to use here, and he's on it. You did it. It's your fault. I said, what do I know? What do I know about air conditioning? You know. So after about 45 minutes, then I finally did call the front desk and having somebody up, because I had messed with the control, you know, to make it up higher and lower, and I did screw it up a little bit. So, and they did send some. But that, you talk about, you know, fun with Lefty, yeah, only if you initiated it.
Yeah, at his expense too. Yeah. Now, you did say, just to do the comparison again with Sonny, which is really sweet. First of all, you can tell when you say, you're getting old. I can tell what that relationship is by that remark. It's a gentle little jibe, nothing that's you know anything, but you could tell the relationship. And then if we're telling stories here, tell the arm wrestling story with Sonny.
Yeah, back in the day, I mean, I used to lift a lot, so I was pumped. And Sonny had a good build on him, had a nice set of guns and everything, but he could never beat me in arm wrestling. And we always used to arm wrestle, and he could never beat me. So we're in his apartment one day, and he says, "Come on, Donnie, let's arm wrestle. I'm gonna beat you today." I said, "Sonny, you've never beat me. What makes you think you're gonna beat me today? I'm gonna beat you." So we got it. We're going at it. All of a sudden, he spits in my face, and you know, he spits in my face, and I like relax, and bing, he puts me down. He said, "I told you I'm gonna beat you."
Well, that's real street.
Yeah, but you know, I didn't get PO'd because it was,
Yeah.
you know.
Look, he did. Now, you did mention to me that you occasionally you had your place in Manhattan on the Upper East Side, and Brooklyn, which people that don't know, it's a hell of a jaunt with traffic getting to where you lived on the Upper East Side. So you would stay over at his place occasionally, correct?
Yeah.
How
He had an apartment upstairs from the Motion Lounge, which was the social club. Yeah.
I have a difficult time understanding how you would ever sleep over at Lefty's apartment, ever. Oh, you'd be hanging him. He'd be hanging out the window in Little Italy.
From Jam Street Media.